Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in again. This is Lucas. Today we're going to be taking a look at my 2001 Ford Ranger over here. So we're actually going to be taking the bed off this. This is going to be a bit of a step-by-step on how I get that taken care of. I got my father helping me for this project, so it should go along pretty quickly. The first thing you're going to want to do though is you're going to want to remove this tailgate on it. So what we're going to do is you'll pull the tailgate down so you can see these right here. So there's not really too much to these. All you're going to have to do is you lift this piece of metal up, and then you'll lift the tailgate up just a little bit so you can get some slack. Take that piece of metal, slide it over, get it to the big end, and pop it off. And you're just going to do that on both sides of it. So we're just going to take that tab again, put it up over, line it up, and pull it right off. Once you get the two holds off, you're going to be focusing on the right side of the bed. So this is going to be where it's going to come apart first. There's a little groove in there. So you're just going to have to line it up with the tailgate and yank it off this end. The rest of it will come right off pretty easily once you get that. So we're just going to start pulling on it a little bit, trying to get it out. About this position is where it came out at. And then we're just going to slide it out the other end. So now we're going to start on the bed liner, getting that out so we can get access to the bolts underneath. So for my bed liner, all it's going to do is it just comes out from underneath this lip right here. On a lot of bed liners though, there will be little springs right in there. Mine came out forever ago and they weren't really necessary, so I never put them back in. So we're just going to start by peeling this out of here. We did the other side already, so it's got a bit more give and room in it. You're just going to kind of bend up right in the middle, and it will give you more access to get these pieces out. And you're going to want to get the front end out as well. And once the front end's out, you should be able to just lift it. Just like that. The front end is pretty much key on getting that front corner out. Okay, so now we're to the bolts. So you can see there's actually 6 of them on here, one on each side. They just reflect each other. So one here, and you got one up top, and they just follow down the line. So what you're going to want to do is pop these bolts out so you can get the bed off. This is pretty much the only thing that's going to be holding it on there. So once you get this off, and then we'll get some wiring, we're good to go. So I got out the air tool, so if you do hear the compressor kick on, I apologize. We're going to start blasting these bolts out. I already started on one. Okay, so now we move from this breaker bar to this breaker bar. Let's just keep going up and seeing what we can do to get it loose. Either it's going to break or the thing underneath it's going to break, that's for sure. Okay, starting to loosen up. Let's try to get that again. See if we can save some time here and some effort. Perfect. As you can see, I reused the old bolts, so they are not the cleanest. A little bit of rust got in there, and that's what held it up. So now that we got the 6 bolts out though, we're going to start working on getting the wiring out so we can just lift this thing out and be done with it. Okay, so for now we're going to start working on the tail light here. Generally, you can usually leave these in. The one issue though is the topper light that I got here, the wiring for it, as well as I have a backup camera. So the light's easy. It's going to be 4 screws. Just pull those out. 2 on this side of it. Then you're going to have 2 on the other side. They're just going to be embedded just a little bit in there. those two out. It's going to want to come out. All we're going to do is pull it, and we're just going to set it down. So now we want to get this trailer light out. So there's a little hole up in here. It's not going to go through because of this fuse. I'm going to pull the inline fuse out of it so we can get through this hole right up in here. That gives it enough play, and you can just pop it right down and through. So now we just want to find it here. There we go. This can all just go right down through the hole inside. As we can see, it's just the video cable, a little rotted out, hence why I don't use it anymore. For the backup camera, and then it's just got a little connector for it. So we're just going to drop that down. Shouldn't affect anything. And we got this trailer light here. So what we're going to do next, we're going to crawl right underneath here. Got the Quality Harbor Freight light right here that we're using. Then we're just going to take a look at this channel down here. So there you can see the wires where they run from the light. We got this red one right here, just for that trailer wire. He goes back to right in here. So that red one's going to be our issue, it looks like. So I'm just going to start getting rid of some of these and seeing where we can go from there. Because we want to get that red wire out, because otherwise it's attached into the rest of the wiring harness for the truck. So we do not want to pull that up. We might just actually cut it and then re-crimp possibly, because it's been changed a few times. So we can always just cut that wire and then splice it back together, put some heat shrink on it and solder, and it will be good as new. Other than that though, right here is your main wiring harness for the back bed. It's going to have your tail lights, your brake lights, license plate lights, everything going through there. So we're going to want to disconnect these wires right up in here. Once you get that, you're pretty much good to go. So now we're going to be working on the actual filler neck and getting that disconnected from the bed. So all you're going to do is pop your gas cap off. Then there will be 3 different nuts right in here that you're going to want to take off. Well, they're actually screws. These will be 7mm. So just get to working on cranking these off. And once you're off, you should be disconnected. Okay, we got the filler neck off, we got the electrical taken care of. So now all that's left is to lift this bed off and set it on the old cat cage over there. So we're actually going to pull this off right now. Set it down for a sec. Over there. Okay, it's got to come towards me a bit. That is how you take the bed off a 2001 Ford Ranger. Not much to it, just get your bolts out. There's a main wiring harness and then the filler neck right there. Just get those disconnected, you can lift it right off, and then you have easy access to working on anything inside. Thanks for tuning in.